Okay, so caching does not necessarily enhance availability at the application level. A user may have one needed file but not another. Okay, so network, so application level low cache is useful so only it is useful at the processing level. That means CPU level only will use the cache, but not at the application level. So at the application level, we need to use replication. Okay, so network partitions and disconnect operations are the second factor that mitigate high availability. So these are first one. Second one is network partitions and disconnected operations. So what about this? So network of disconnect are the second factor that mitigate against high availability. So mobile users deliberately disconnect their computers or may become unintentionally disconnected from a wireless network there only. For example, train lo వెళ్తున్నాం అనుకోండి ఏమవుతుంది ల్యాప్టాప్ లో సో రకరకాల నెట్వర్క్స్ అన్ని యాక్సెస్ చేస్తే వెళ్తా ఉంటాం. Okay, so in order for you to be able to work in this system, so-called disconnecting network or disconnect operations, the user will often prepare by copying heavily used data, such as contents of the shared diary from the user environment to laptop. But this is often a trade-off to availability during such a period of disconnection. So when the user consents or updates the diary, they risk reading data that someone else has altered in the meantime. So they may make an appointment in a slot that has since been occupied. So disconnected working is only feasible if the user can cope with stale data and later resolve any conflict that is. So stale ante eppadi nuncho undipoyin data unte, so obviously there is a conflict. There is a conflict between recent one and the stale one. Stale ante eppadi nuncho undipoyindi cache lo. So that is that so there lies the problem. Okay, so disconnect అవుతూ ఉంటాం, అపాయింట్మెంట్ ఉంటాయి, సో డైరీలు ఉంటాయి, సో అప్డేట్ అవుతూ ఉంటాయి. సో disconnected working eప్పుడు feasible ante whenever the data is stale. Okay, so that there is no conflict. So this is about the availability. Second property. Okay, first property is server failure, second property is network partition disconnect operation. Example is when laptop, a person traveling in a train along with a laptop, and he can update his appointments accordingly. Okay, because everything shared in the laptop, not on the desktop. So that's the problem. Next is fault tolerance. What is next one? Fault tolerance. So here in fault tolerance, highly available data is not necessarily strictly correct data. So it may be out of date. For example, two users on opposite sides of a network partition may make updates that conflict and need to be resolved. Okay, so highly available data is not necessarily strictly correct data. So ఎక్కువ availability ఉన్నంత మాత్రం సో ఇట్ మే బి అవుట్ ఆఫ్ డేట్. సో కొన్ని సర్వర్స్ లో మనం అవైలబిలిటీ ఇంక్రీజ్ చేసాం, కానీ అవి ఎప్పుడో పాత డేటా ఉండి ఉండొచ్చు. ఓకే, సో a network partition may make update that conflict and need to be resolved. A fault tolerant service by contrast always guarantees strictly correct behavior despite a certain number and types of the faults. ఎన్ని ఫాల్ట్స్ వచ్చినా మనకు ఎప్పుడు కూడా లేటెస్ట్ డేటా ఉందనుకోండి, దెన్ ఇట్ ఈస్ better to utilize. So that is nothing but the fault tolerance. Okay, so correctness concerns the freshness of data separate to the client and affects the client's applications upon data. Eppudu kuda latest fresh information should be supplied to the client. So correctness sometimes also concerns the timeliness of the service response. For example, in the case of a system for our air traffic control, where correct data is needed on short time scales, air traffic control is the best example where we need a fault tolerant data. The same basic technique is of high availability of replicating data and functionality between the computers. It is also applicable for achieving fault tolerance. If up to f of f plus 1 servers crashes, then in principle at least one remains to supply the service. మనం n plus 1 అవైలబిలిటీ ఉందనుకోండి, n plus 1 అవైలబిలిటీ n ఫెయిల్ అయినా ఒక్క సర్వర్ సర్వ్స్ ద పర్పస్ అనమాట. So then, and if up to f servers can exhibit Byzantine failures, then in principle a group of 2f plus 1 servers can provide a correction. అదే Byzantine అంటే arbitrary failures, తెలియని ఫాల్ట్స్ కూడా వస్తూ ఉంటాయి. సో అందుకని f arbitrary failures, f plus 1 existing servers అయితే 2f plus 1 servers can provide the correct service. So but fault tolerance is subtler than this simple description makes it. The system must manage the coordination of its components precisely to maintain the correctness guarantees in face of failures. A common requirement with data replicate is for replication transparency. That is another important point here. So replication transparency, that is clients should not normally have to aware that multiple physical copies of data exist. ఓకే. సో అంటే తెలియకూడదు క్లయింట్కి, అంటే వేరే సర్వర్ కనెక్ట్ అవుతున్నాను, మళ్ళీ ఇంకో సర్వర్ కనెక్ట్ అవుతుంది, ఇంకో అట్లా ఆ డిలే అంత తెలియకుండానే యూ షుడ్ గెట్ ది ఎగ్జాక్ట్ కాపీ వాట్ ఈస్ రిక్వైర్డ్. ఓకే, దట్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ రిప్లికేషన్ ట్రాన్స్పరెన్సీ. So even though we maintain replicate physical copies of the data, but as far as the clients are concerned, data are organized as individual logical objects, and they identify only one item in each case when they request an operation to be performed. And furthermore, clients expect operations to return only one set of values. So this is despite the fact that operations may be performed upon more than one physical copy in concern. Okay, and what are the other general requirements? Other general requirements, one that vary in strength between applications, that is consistency. Okay, so this concerns whether the operations performed upon a collection of replicate objects produces results that meet the specifications of the clear. So this is about the introduction. This is so the other general requirement for replicated data is one that can vary in strength between the application, that is consistency. So this concerns when the operations performed upon a collection of replicated produce results that meet the specification of the correctness of those objects. So we saw in the example of the okay, so inconsistency is underwood, that is another important property of the replicated data. Okay, inconsistency. So inconsistency only underwood. It should be consistent. It should be consistent. That is another property in this one. Clear? Adho huh? So with this, we'll complete the introduction part of the replication. Tomorrow you see the system and group communication system model for group communication, that we will discuss tomorrow. System model and group communication, that we will discuss in tomorrow's class.